First, whenever you're working with a person or a group, the first step is really to begin to turn up our sensations, turn up our awareness that we are having sensations, which, when I was taught somatics, sensations are the language of the body. Um, I think words too can be the language of the body, but it's one way of thinking about how often sensations are occurring in us and how much culturally we've been taught to turn down the volume on our sensations to be who we should be or act the way we should act, as opposed to knowing who we actually are and what we actually feel and allowing that to inform then what we do. A lot of times we are a head acting on top of a body that's having so many sensations and responses to what's happening in the world or what's happening inside of us. So the first step is really to support people in becoming more awake to the sensations that are happening inside of them and start to connect the sensations to the meaning we might make of a situation we're in or a story in our past, that we're starting to create these connections, that our sensations mean something, are trying to take care of something, are trying to express something about us. So that's the anchor, knowing that you are a body that is alive and responding and lives inside of an environment. And then the other pieces just kind of build on that. Some of the work I do, the foundation is, how do we be in connection with one another? How do we tolerate? Sounds like such a limiting word, but in a way, how do we tolerate connection? How do we tolerate feeling the aliveness of another person? How do we tolerate letting another person witness our aliveness? It can be as simple as facing one another, and in person, we would put a hand on each other's chest and just be with and feel the heartbeat, feel the skin change, feel the breath quicken or deepen, and then allow that to happen without becoming overwhelmed by it or without blocking it out, but that we can kind of enter this field of mutuality that actually allows for real connection and intimacy and is part of what it means to belong. We have to be able to feel the aliveness in another person and also allow our aliveness to be here too. So that's one example of a very simple practice that I think starts to bring us into the possibilities of embodiment.
This is Lynn Fraser with the Radical Recovery Summit. We have an exciting lineup for our 5th annual, including Dr. Gabor Maté as our keynote speaker. Head on over to radicalrecoverysummit.com to learn more and watch the interviews.